So far, what we have done is, as an example, in the previous stream, what we did was we had this file, right? And as you can see, what we had was we had a test video that Cloud created for us. We created a video capture with FFmpeg background, and we checked okay whether it opens or not. This is fine. These are total frames we have, and this is a callback, right? This callback, what does it do? It creates a rectangle on the top of the bounding box. So let's say for this video, you want to track a particular face and you want to draw a rectangle around that particular bounding box throughout the video. So this will help do it for you. Sedentary says, I have some good news. Landed a full-time software development role right out of college. That's amazing. Congratulations. Well done. Uh, Good thing to share. Good thing for you. I'm not going to ask a firm because it doesn't really matter as long as you're happy with it. Congratulations. Well done. Enjoy your first job, and I hope that still gives you some time to watch our stream whenever possible. So yeah, I forgot where are you located right now? Is it Australia? Where are you these days? I'm sorry, I have old memory because I'm old. But yeah, that makes sense. Whatever I said, yeah, does make sense. Okay. All right, so we do have, by the way, while you respond to this, I do have an example here. We can see that this particular thing seeks to frame 5 should return true. This should return true with a callback. And we do have a bounding box over here. Okay, sounds good. And then what we are going to do is we would want this to write into the callback itself, right? And when we do cap.write or something of that sort, it should work. So let's go and look at track. I thank you. It's just a small startup. Haha. Been working for them as a casual so far, and now they want me full time. See, I mean, hard work pays off, is all I have to say. Uh, Congratulations. Small, big startup doesn't really make a difference. Trust me. On a longer term, as long as you learn something, you should be good. Still in Australia, I can go to India for a couple of months since it's a remote job. Oh, it's a remote job? That's good. And I hope that you'll be meeting them in person time to time. That will be good for your career as well, that you kind of stay in touch with them, right? Like, you got to learn a lot when you see those people in person, right? By the way, just while we are at it right now, we already had implemented track function. We were doing a seek, which will mean that packet.data will have the data. What I would do is over here, I can hit a breakpoint, try to see what packet.data contains, and then go from there. It's kind of easier for me. So the way to do it is गरज गरज आज okay, GDB. GDB. Yeah, there you go, right? So I'm going to do test track.py. My bad. Yep, there you go. Right. So what I'm going to do is set breakpoint in case you guys cannot see. Let me zoom in for you all. Set breakpoint pending on break. I'm going to break at this particular, where is this file? Cap ffmpeg impl.hpp, and I'm going to break at 1642 line number, right? And I'm going to run it. So what this is going to do is it's going to take me to this 1642 line number, right? This particular thing, and we'll be able to go forward from there. So let's see. Right now, it does is it just prints a no op statement to std out. I mean, that doesn't really help us, but there you go, right? Now we are at this particular frame, right? Packet.data. Let me just print packet. Overall, it contains an address. I'm not sure what this all means, so no conclusion as such. Data you have here, which sounds like an address again. That's why I'm comparing with a null pointer. Uh, this sounds good. We do have duration 512 side data. Da, da, da. Okay. By the way, I think it will be helpful to look at the original video as well that Plot created. I'm not sure what it contains, but that's okay. So this is the thing over here is it's going to be a pointer pointing to a location from where I have to move forward. I am not sure. Yeah, I am not sure if this is going to work this way. Yeah, yeah. Am I? So let's also look at the original video that they created, which is this one. Okay, so let's go to this video. गरज गरज आज. Okay, so this is the original video that they had created, which clearly feels like an invalid. Yeah, because it only existed during that plot session, maybe. So slash tmp, so I will not really trust it on this. How about this that we do? I'm late, sorry. No issues, Baru. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So let's do this, right? I think we have already discussed using OpenCV's test data, so we could just rely on that, right? And there you go. You have a file. Let's go for bm24.avi. So I will just do pwd. I'll copy paste this one. I'll do video equal to this and do bm24.avi. Yeah, okay. And then I will try to breakpoint pending on break. गरज आज. Yeah, there you go, right? So we are looking at 1642 line number in cap ffmpeg impl.hpp 1642. There you go. Cool. Okay, it says no such file or directory, which sounds weird. Okay, my bad, guys. This is my bad. I should possibly check. Wait, what happened here? Test data, Python videos. It does sound okay to me. It cannot open the file. Oh, because I'm in the. Yeah, my bad. I was in the wrong one. Okay. What's going on Discord, guys? Anything that needs. Okay, all good, I think. So we will. This time I remember the path and. Yeah, okay. Okay, I am officially tired at this point. What's happening? Did I not? Oh, my bad, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, cap ffmpeg impl.hpp 1642, right? And I'll do run. What this will do is it will go to this file that I'm looking forward to. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now let's just print. Yeah, there you go, right? Now it makes sense. So basically, like you're okay. Okay, no, no. Yeah. Are there like really a lot of mm, you int 8? This is it. I totally forgot what works here. That's okay, but um, cool. Possibly this is okay, but one thing we can do is p packet dot. This time size is clear. Okay, so this all is good, right? So what we'll have to do is we'll have to pass the callback, right? So this packet dot data has to be a mat object that we are looking forward to, right? So we will have to see how, as an example, resize works here. Yeah, anything that kind of helps me look at the resize. Yep, there you go, right? So what I'm looking forward to is how do you create a mat out of this packet or data? Can I just do it? So I'll have to see, of course, right? CV mat, right? What does it take? If you look at this mat, it takes intros in columns, int type, right? Then it takes a size object with int type, 2D array size. Okay, not this is again more of a this is a default that you're passing. No, passing. There you go. Nope, not this one. Not this one. So these are all the overrides that are available to us, and we could use one of those. right? So like one, you have this one. So I don't think this is a copy constructor. Intros in type void star data, something we could use. Yeah, I think I would like to test it first. So what we do is we do packet dot rows. Is there a way to get? Yeah, I would assume that there should be a way. Hmm. Yeah, is there an override that allows me to have size? Yeah, there you go, right? So this, I hope this works. Int type, I'm not sure. Param type, array type, CV64, FC4 to create 1 to 4 channel matrices, or CV8UC to create multi-channel data pointer to the user data. So this type is still pending, by the way, and then we have data. So this is the data pointer. Then you have, what else do you need? Size t is okay. This is okay, right? And this is the mat object, right? So I'll just do right now. What's going to be the type of this one, right? E packet dot size. By the way, is there a way to print the there was a okay, we'll have to see this particular thing. Yeah, we'll have to see. Just 1 second, everyone. Sorry. Yeah, okay. We'll come back to that later, but let's just try to understand. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had a message to attend to. So what's going to be the type, right? So possibly I can take some motivation, right? Um, yeah, something over here. CV8UC1. So you already have, which basically means that it only has one channel, if I'm not wrong. And I'm looking for 8UC3. I am slightly on a fence if that's the right thing to do. But let's see. What was it? Okay. I I forgot. 8U. Okay. So which namespace is it in? We don't know yet. So we can just rely on no matching constructor for initialization. Yeah. I'm going to let it fail though at this point, and the reason I'm going to let it fail is because I could do something like this, right? But this, yeah, there you go, right? So packet dot size is essentially int, and we don't know if there's a way for us to figure out the rows and the columns. This is one challenge I have. Now I am not sure why does a GD not work here. There you go, right? So I'm looking at size. Yeah, that's the problem, right? So if this was 76032 divided by 2, um, by the way, mm, hmm, okay, I'm just trying to guess, but what we can do here is we can go to testtrack.py, right? And over here, when you get the frame, and you don't really need to care about the frame, at this point just possibly print cap dot. There has to be something over here, right? Okay, what about this? It's just going to make a lot of things easier for me. Guys, give me 1 second. What I'll do is Python path build lib python 3 python 3 test track.py. Now we have hit the breakpoint. Hmm. Do we have anything that's going to help us here? Can I just do cap.read, for example? And yeah, shape is 144 into 176. Okay, into 3. There you go, right? This makes sense. So you have the rows and columns. I hope. Yeah. So that's I'm not very much aware. I don't remember if the very first one was number of columns or number of rows. Um, but in the favor of this, what we can do, there has to be some way to figure out the size of the packet. We could do divide by 3. Um, that's not going to help, right? So size, there has to be some way to pass. See, I am clueless right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say size and then I'm going to do 176, right? Something of this sort. Yeah, I'm going to take a risk for now and I'm just going to do this. Okay. This is for ensuring that we get what we are doing. Right, set breakpoint pending on break cap ffmpeg impl.hpp 1644 actually. I'm gonna go there. It's black coffee, guys, by the way. Don't doubt me if there is anyone doubting me though. Okay, I'm going to wait for this to finish. I didn't have any breakpoint, right? I hope I got rid of breakpoint. Yeah, I did. Sounds good. Why is it taking this much time? And while we are at it, I hope we can ask Claude. Okay, first, I think we are here now. We are at mat object. We have created the whiskey. नहीं यार नहीं. I wish. I was going to type whiskey. Don't do that. क्या था यार? I forgot the name of the yeah list. Is it not created? Yep, there you go. Okay, okay. Maybe I'll just continue. Hmm. Okay. So let's just check. Let's try to send. 1 second, guys. Never ordered anything though. Not sure who is coming and why. But sounds good. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Is this the right way to create the mat object here? No way for us to figure out the size. Yeah, because the reason I'm curious about is I would want to figure out the channel. I mean, whether it's 8-bit, whether it's three channel, is it a grayscale image? This is something that we should be predicting from the current frame that's already being fetched. Has to be within the packet, to be honest. It's trying to go through all the properties here. I assume. गरज गरज आज Not good. Okay. I'm going to let this run through first. All right. What does it say? That's not right for a more fundamental reason than hard-coded size. Packet or data is not pixel data. Oh, okay. After seek, packet holds the last demerged still encoded packet bitstream bytes whose length is packet.size, typically a few kilobytes. Nowhere, okay. Wrapping it in a CV8UC3 mat just reinterprets compressed bytes as pixels since that mat constructor neither copies nor bounds checks. Reading past packet.size bytes is out of bounds. Access waiting to happen. Two smaller problems on top of that. Size is width, comma height. Okay. So size is of 144 wide, 176 tall image. So it's swapped even for the video you're testing with. Decoded frames aren't tightly packed PJ anyway. They are planar YUV with per plane strides. Okay, that's interesting. I did not know. So you don't need to guess the size, and the decode path already exists in this class. Seek n positions the stream, so the next grab yields frame n. It already calls grab frame internally to walk there. So the correct pattern would be that once you're here, you do a grab frame, and once you do a grab frame, you retrieve frame, and then you do this. Interesting. So what this is basically saying is that you don't need to, you do not need to. Okay, yeah, this is something that we should have done it ourselves, by the way, like while we were learning through. But it does make sense now. What it's saying is once you grab the frame, you return false here, right? And then once this is done, you do a retrieve frame, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there you go, right? So you define all these variables and retrieve frame will store. We'll have to check, but this is what it's saying. Yeah, there you go, right? So it takes all these variables where you would want to store the things. I'm not sure what flag means. So I'm going to do this. Data, sure, I'll pass address, data, and then you have step, which is, I don't think should be something that we worry about right now. Numbers and width, need a pointer. You can point to height address, channel, depth. Yeah. So once this is done, you return false as well. If this doesn't work, unsigned cat star data in step equal to 0, width equal to 0, height equal to 0, cn equal to 0, depth equal to 0. Cool. So all of these things will be populated once you're done, and you don't need this anymore. What you will have to do here is it's width comma height. So you can pass now directly. Okay. And then you can make type, which is essentially going to make a type. This is something that we should be aware of, depth comma cn. Okay, makes sense. And then you pass the data that you already had. You pass the step that was given from the retrieve frame. Okay, sounds good. So this is what we should have done before as well. And good that we asked. Set breakpoint pending on break cap fmpeg impl.hpp. I would say 1648. Run. Yeah, so we do have mat object. No, wait a minute. We had it 1649, right? Okay, I think we went ahead. Let's see, where are we right now? BT2. So we are in the grab frame right now. Okay, continue. Yeah, we are here again. Can you print height for me? This I don't understand. We are. You cannot print height for me. Thank you. It's my bad. I think I'm not able to understand. Is it because I have not really, I think I know what's happening, but I'm not very confident as well at this point. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Because I did not really build it again. Should I really expect me to build, right? Does make sense. There you go, guys. There you go, right? So it does make sense now. Hmm. No, that's okay. Yeah. There you go. Cool. This is also everything that we wanted, right? Does make sense. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. So what we can do now is this will be, yep, there you go, right? So earlier with before this operation we had rows, calls. These are like just dirty values. And once this is done, we do have a mat object. All we need to do is we need to pass this to the callable that we had. We need to call this to whatever callback we had. So callback, it's going to take a mat object, right, and return the output here, right. Let's just ensure. Yeah, after this is done, of course, like obviously the next value that we'll have to figure out is one thing we can do immediately is in the call frame itself. Yeah, it should. Okay, we can do this easily, that we can just ask it that, okay, don't call GDB, but just run the code. Yeah, this is okay, right? So this time you see that callback was invoked, which means this particular function is being called. That's good, right? And it was returning true as well. So that is a really, really good job. Uh, okay, now how do I modify the current frame to this output, right? So, all right, I've done this. Now, how do I modify the current frame to the output from the callback? Look at the diff. Mm, yeah, and so definitely it's not the packet. It's not packet what we were thinking about. I do need to understand what really is packet in that case, because it wasn't really clear to me. Okay, let's wait. I mean, you could ideally see how resize works, right? What happened? Can I not scroll? Yeah, there you go, right? Since mat object is a view into the capture's internal frame buffer, you can write the callback's result straight back through that view, copying into mat object copies into the internal buffer in place. So when you do this, you have mat output equal to this one. If output is not empty and output data is not equal to this, okay, just assert the size, everything is okay. Then you output dot copy to mat object. Will this work though? Okay, let's see. Let's look at this for a change, right? Over here, what it's suggesting is that if output is not empty and output dot size is not equal to da da da. So for now, all we could do is just copy to, right? We don't need to do other checks for now. I'm just repeating this again. Uh, let's see. So, okay. One thing we'll have to do is modify test track.py to write the final video somewhere, right? So this will enable us to ensure that we are able to, right? So it will also have a CV writer object if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there you go, right? Writing callback CV2 dot rectangle writer. Hmm. Okay, I am not sure. For now, this is okay, but I don't want. So that's the problem, right? It's only returning a bool. It's not returning a mat object. So you can't really write it unless until I actually wanted it to to track it. Okay. Uh, cool. Let's just try to run it for now, right? Anything after this? Yep. I think what I'm looking forward to is this one, right? Okay. So it has written the output to this one. So let's just. So this is the okay. Extract.py. What was the input file? Test data, Python videos. I do want to see this video, right? I'm not sure what's the size of this. It has only 30 frames. Why are you not able to? Yeah, so this is what you have, right? Now the thing is, track output dot compare. Hmm. Something feels wrong for me. Let's get rid of this one. Hmm. Okay, does it really returns only a bool in the C++ side frame modification is transient. The callback is the only place the process frame is observable from Python, so the video writer or write happens inside it. The writer is created lazily on the first callback invocation, size from the actual whatever. Okay, FPS comes from this. One thing to keep in mind when you run it, each track calls does run a full seek to frame I, and this backend seek walks packets from the nearest keyframe, so the loop is whatever. Okay, and that's okay. I don't wait a minute. Okay, no, this is bad. Yeah, I don't expect this to. Okay, sounds good. So what it was supposed to do was, I think that's where like too much of cloud can add noise to it, right? What we were thinking is track will automatically look at all the frames and then try to track that particular object. So far that's not done, but that's okay. I think we have got it all figured out so far. We don't need to do this. Possibly we needed to return a mat object so that it can track internally. So we'll need a track internal function that returns a mat object that we have to that we basically crop first from the bounding box. There are some, of course, there are things that we'll have to do which Cloud can do within 30 minutes. The only reason we are doing it ourselves and trying to do all this is to learn and enjoy. So the first thing that we'll have to do is crop the bounding box, get it right. Then use some tracking algorithm. It could be a deep learning model as well that we'll have to rely on. Once that is done, we'll track throughout the frame. We'll see if it's there. If it's there, we apply the callback. This is what we had to do. So I think I did the incorrect thing, but it's okay. So far we are getting closer. I'm going to pause here. Um, we can then continue again the next time we do all this. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for being here. I'm going to pause. I'm going to let go. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being on YouTube if you're watching the recording. Bye bye.